Alright guys, my next guide slash tip is going to be on splitting. This map is called Marine Split Challenge. It was made by Griffith. I had to take off sound because all you're going to be hearing is beams exploding on Marines, and it gives you quite a bit of a headache. You can find this map on the NA ladder. I'm not sure if it's on EU or SEA and whatnot. Try to search it up, but I can't guarantee you can find it. So yeah, I'm going to get into splitting. I'm going to show you firstly what you shouldn't do, and that's this. So when I first started splitting around December, I started just doing this. See what I'm doing? It looks like I'm super ghosty when I have crazy APM, and oh my god, look, splitting, oh wow, the Marines are so spread out, oh wow. But what actually is happening is I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just clicking sporadically, and I spread out my Marines so much that the banelings just can't splash me enough. You can kind of say, I mean, it's better than nothing, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to be better than nothing. We're trying to maximize the number of banelings we can kill with just Marines. And what you actually want to do, well, first of all, start with the basics. You always want to stem and run in the direction parallel and opposite to the direction that the banelings are coming from, like this. Next up, you want to form sort of an umbrella around the banelings. So as you split, you're going to want to form an umbrella, like a concave around the banelings coming towards you. Like that. So if the banelings were coming in this way, I would want to form a concave like this around them. Okay. Next, actual good splitting is you can do it a lot slower than you normally would think, and it's still really good. So for example, this is coming right now. Oh, actually, this is a bad example, I stem late. So I'm going to split really slowly, and I'm going to show you how it's still good. See, look, that was pretty damn good. Also, this is an extremely unrealistic situation. You're never going to be on creep with these many banes. If you are, you really messed up. If you have no tanks and such, you never want to be in this situation. I guess you can call it preparing for the worst case scenario. Kind of like drills in basketball. Not really. Yeah, so consider this drills. The highest level I've ever gotten to was level, I think 19 or 18. So right now I'm on 17, which is pretty damn close to the highest I've ever been on. I think I spent an hour one day trying to get there. At the end of the day, I thought I had carpal tunnel. But yeah, my wrist was extremely sore. No, I haven't been doing this for an hour right now. God, no, I'd be crying right now. It's really painful. If you're trying to practice your Marine splits, try and take breaks. Doing this every like 20 minutes. Your wrist will thank you. And yeah. So now I'm going to show you how to properly do it. Oh yeah. So a lot slower than you actually think you need to do to split. Watch. That wasn't super fast by any means, and I got a decent amount of banes. And that was okay as well. I'm not going fast by any means. Look, I wasn't even splitting there for a while. The reason a lot of people have this misconception, I did too, is because I saw, you know, first the Koreans doing it, and I just have this thing in my head, oh, if Koreans are doing it, you know, they must be doing it super fast because, you know, they have crazy APM, and look at their Marines, they're everywhere. But no, you can split a lot. Splitting is best when done a lot slower than most would think possible. See, that was decent. Another thing I want to say is your splits will be a lot better in one direction rather than the other. This has to do with your pivot point. For example, I'm a lot better splitting going towards the bottom right. That's because that's how I naturally make my boxes. Some people make their boxes like this, and they'll be better splitting into the top left direction. Some people split like this, and just know that one direction that you split in will be a lot weaker than the next. And don't get discouraged, basically. This will take you a while to perfect. There are other methods to splitting, such as the patrol method, but I don't really recommend that, as if you ever, look at that, almost got that one. If you ever get caught off guard using the patrol method, I linked this method in my guide as well. If you ever get caught off guard using the patrol method, what happens is your Marines just stand still and shoot at the Banes rather than splitting. So I think it's good to know how to split manually and patrol method. I personally haven't even tried practicing the patrol method because I can just split manually well enough. And yeah, that's about all I really need to say with guides. Keep at it. This is an extremely unrealistic situation, so don't be disappointed if you can't get it well. You can also add speedlings into the mix by typing sling. I can't because I passed level 6 apparently. And yeah, microing against speedlings and Banes on creep is a lot different. Also, you can never stutter step against banelings like this, because this happens, they catch up and die. So I know some players I watch in the GSL, they try to do this against Banes on creep and it never works out. Another thing, when speedlings come into the mix, it's a lot harder. You need to what'll happen is the speedlings will come first and then the Banes. You need to stand and shoot the speedlings for as long as possible before you start spreading. Again, do the same way, try to get a concave around the Banes that are rolling towards you and peel away the ones closest towards your Marines first. When you're off creep, you can peel the ones furthest back from the Banes first, so I could peel away those first rather than the ones closest, because they'll actually never catch up to your Marines closest. See, right now I'm on creep, and if I start stimming, what'll happen is the Banes eventually catch up to my Marines because the Banes have a higher move speed than stim Marines on creep. I don't want to sound like an idiot. I don't want some nerd telling me, no, they don't. Okay, so yeah, so off creep, your Marines are faster than the stim, than the Banes. So you can pull away the ones furthest back, so you can start firing earlier. And yeah, keep that in mind. I don't really intend on getting past this level. I don't really need to work on my TvZ anymore. I need to focus more on my TVPs, so just do it for the sake of doing it. You want to have about 2 to 3 Marines peeled off each time, because what will happen is if it's just these many Banes, Marines, 2 Banes can roll in and take out the 4 Marines or 5 Marines like that, and that's grossly inefficient. 2 Marines per Bane is a good trade. 3 is kind of pushing it, and 4 you're missing out. I mean, you're losing out on the trade. So try and get 2 to 3. Of course, when you first start off, you'll probably be moving 4 to 5 Marines at a time. But even if you do, eventually you're going to start peeling off 1 or 2 away from that group, and so on and so forth. What I used to do sometimes is this, and then I'd peel off 2 more. Yeah, so that's okay. And that's it for Marine splitting. Let's do this one more time properly. Okay, now I'm lagging. K-pop is completely optional when you're splitting your Marines. So yeah, that's the basic gist of it. Level 18 is pretty high up, so don't be expecting to get there one day. But of course you can. You got it. You don't really need a high sensitivity to do this, but anytime you're dragging your arm around really limits you. Like I'm only using my wrist right now to move my mouse like this. Yeah. So I'll be posting some more guides later on for TvZ. Take care.